Weight loss plateaus. So we all reach plateaus and it's completely normal. What is a plateau? A plateau simply means we are no longer getting results. We've stagnated. So instead of going down or up, we're just kind of leveling off where we are. Now, there's weight loss plateaus and there's fat loss plateaus. Weight loss plateaus can be seen on the scales, but also may not be seen on the scales. The scales don't always tell us everything that's happening. A fat loss plateau means that looking at pictures and measurements, there is no change either. So there are different types of plateaus. There's also plateaus within the gym. So you may not be able to run any further or cover any more distance or run any faster, or perhaps maybe not being able to lift any more weight or do more sets or more reps. You're lacking progression. So as a plateau in regards to health and fitness is you've stagnated, you're no longer getting results, you're kind of staying exactly where you are. Now, in regards to weight loss, there are several reasons this could happen. Now, firstly, you need to address, are you consistently consuming the same amount of calories, and are you consistently moving to the same level? Now, what I mean by that is, are your calories the same all the time? Now, if we take it on a 7-day basis, not a 1-day basis, are you staying at the same level every week? The second thing we want to look at is, are your steps consistent? Are you always doing the same amount of steps? And that doesn't have to be per day, that can be per week. And also, are you doing the same amount of exercise? And also working to the same intensity and doing the same length. So for example, if you were doing 3 workouts a week, say 3 runs for an hour, and you're going a certain distance. Now, you want to keep that, at least keep the distance the same, if not more. You want to keep the time the same, if not more, and you want to keep the frequency, so 3 times the same, if not more. So all those things need to be consistent. If any of those things drop off, that can cause a plateau. So if your calories go higher, if your intensity in your workouts goes down, if you do less workouts, your workouts aren't as long, if your steps aren't as much as they were, that can cause a plateau. Now, aside from that, if we are consistent with everything, what also can happen is we get to a point where we have metabolic adaptation. It's completely normal. Our body thinks we're in famine and we're unwell. It senses the calorie deficit and it doesn't know it's a deficit, it thinks we're unwell. So it'll do several things to preserve it. Some of you who follow science will be aware and know the term homeostasis. So imagine your body has a thermostat and it likes to stay at the same temperature or the same level of everything. Now, when it senses a calorie deficit or long periods of dieting or long periods of calorie deficit or severe calorie deficit, what happens is, so several things. Firstly, when we eat and we digest food, we burn calories. Now, because we are putting less in our bodies, that is going to be reduced. Secondly, the amount of calories we burn from steps will go down. The amount of calories we burn from exercise will go down. And the amount of calories we burn while resting, so our metabolisms, will go down. So everything is going down and our hunger levels will go up. We'll be less satisfied from eating, we'll become more lethargic, we won't want to move as much. So our body's trying to fight against this calorie reduction, thinking we're unwell. Now, if we have hit a true plateau and everything being consistent and everything's tracked accurately, you're logging every bite, lick and taste, or you're sticking 110% to your meal plan, everything is on point. If your calories are low, or you have been dieting for a long time, it may be time for a dieting break or reverse diet. Now, as the name implies, reverse dieting, what that means is bringing your calories back up, generally to maintenance. This way, we can put more energy into our training. Our hunger levels go down. We don't want to eat as much. We re-regulate our appetite. We basically upregulate all the hormones that have adapted via the dieting process. We will also burn more calories while exercising. So everything will start to move more efficiently with the more fuel. So those are several reasons why you may have hit a plateau. I hope you found this helpful. If you do have any questions, please feel free to message me.